Tonight on Cosmic Cantina, we're talking about gold and the Anunnaki. Why is gold such a sought-after commodity, and why would we spend time and resources mining it in space? Maybe it has something to do with our connection to the alien gods, or maybe we're just a bunch of dildos who love shiny things. Who knows? What I do know is that we dug up some research and need to tell someone about it. From lost cities of gold to the human slave race, we polished our nuggets and we're ready to reveal our shiny ones. I'm your host, Melissa Tittle, and every week I go to my favorite bar, Cosmic Cantina, and kick back with my co-hosts, Josh Golombeski and Matt O'Connor. We talk about aliens, Bigfoot, ghosts, ancient cultures, and anything from the unseen world that needs a little illumination. Welcome to Cosmic Cantina. I'm your host, Melissa Tittle, and tonight I'm drinking kombucha with a little bit of tequila. Thank you guys, Casa Nobles. You bought me that bottle for my birthday. And it actually tastes pretty good at kombucha. I feel a little bit healthy. I feel a bit naughty. You know, it's pretty good.
Oh, yeah, that looks nice. That's cool. Very cool. What about you, O'Connor?
Heck of a show coming up. Me, I picked up a lovely little Australian number. It's a beer. And it's called 150 Lashes.
Ooh.
So for you S&M people out there, get into it.
This is starting out good.
It does have a whip on it, which is interesting.
Wow.
So it's lashing my tongue with delicious ambery goodness. Okay. Josh, what do you got?
Well, tonight, believe it or not, I'm having a double bag of tea, chamomile and ginger, because I don't go dry January. I'm not a follower. I'm going dry February. That's my thing.
What? You're teabagging in February?
I just ran out of alcohol for it, so I grabbed something quick.
So I have an announcement to make. I just got yelled at by my mother yesterday because not only do I swear too much, which I probably do, especially for a lady, because you know I'm a lady,
right?
But that you two swear too much too.
Oh,
said,
really?
Mom,
Mrs. Tittle told us we swear too much? Did we just get a lashing? Wow, sorry, Mrs. Tittle. We apologize. We got nothing but love and respect for you.
Yeah.
I'm like, Mom, you know that we're just going to tease you on this podcast for yelling at us like we're 5.
Knock it off, you guys.
Knock it off. Swearing.
I think I'd swear more now that I'm in Australia. It's just like part of the native language here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't know what, but
that's a good excuse. I like that.
I'll try to curb it a little bit. Sorry, Mrs. Tittle.
No.
I'll back up a little bit.
You know, my mom didn't say anything about dick jokes, though. She's like, dick jokes all day, but no swearing.
Okay. All right. I hear you.
Nice.
All right, I'm going to try too.
Mrs. Tittle.
All right. Well, cheers to to Mama Tittle.
Mama Tittle.
All right.
No swearing.
Here's to it.
All right. So tonight, trying something just a little bit different because there is so much going on in the space of UFOs, disclosure. We talk about it all the time. But I wanted to kind of approach what's going on in space just a little bit different because what are they doing in space? So we have Space Force. We have all these kind of missions to inhabit the moon, build a base so that we can get to Mars. We have a bunch of satellites landing on Mars. So another thing that's been talked about in the news recently and for several years is the idea of mining in space. And so I'm going to read an article, as I do, called The Golden Asteroid That Could Make Everyone on Earth a Billionaire. This is from mining.com, so this is serious. This is for people who drill, if you know what I mean.
I drill.
I know what you mean. I hear what you're talking about. Yeah.
I don't get it. Okay. All right, here we go.
Yeah.
Asteroid Psyche 16 taking up residence between Mars and Jupiter and carrying around enough heavy metals to net every single person on the planet close to $1 trillion. The massive quantities of gold, iron, and nickel contained in this asteroid are mind-blowing. The discovery has been made, and now it's a question of proving it. So NASA plans to do just that beginning in 2022, is to send some kind of mission to the asteroid. Veteran miner Scott Moore, CEO of Eurosun Mining, says the Titans of Gold now control hundreds of the best producing properties around the world, but the 4 to 5 million ounces of gold they bring to the market every single year pales in comparison to the conquests available in space. Heads up a junior mining company that is seeking a seat at this table with the biggest and developing gold mine in Europe. So there's a lot of countries getting in on this game. Like, okay, so there's this gold nugget floating out in space. Who's going to land on it first and put their flag on it?
Yeah.
I love that we're trying to mine an asteroid for rare metals, including gold, which is the most useless thing on the planet. Gold. I'll get into that in a little bit. But I think it's just funny. We're going to fly and spend billions to go get something for people to make jewelry. Anyways, I'll get into that deeper a little later.
That's a hot take. That's a hot take, Josh.
Oh, I'm going to come down hard on gold.
There's a few things more than jewelry, right?
There is recently, but not in history.
We'll get into it.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Makes sense.
All right. It's coming in hot.
Okay.
I'm going to get aggressive.
So it just says that there's other world powers who would like to get their hands on this asteroid as well. China definitely plans to dominate the race. Everybody's trying to dominate the race. Who's going to get there first? Has anybody seen Armageddon? I love that movie.
Yeah,
I cried the whole time when Bruce Willis got stuck on the asteroid, and I was like, no.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
All right, moving on.
Yeah, I never don't want to miss a thing. Yeah.
So anyway, the article goes on and talks about how there's this huge industry boom, and this is the whole preparation that's been happening for the next 5 years of how they're going to mine space for heavy metals and gold. So Josh just went, crazy because, he's prepping for the fact that he's about to go on a rant later in this podcast. However, I looked up, gold as a conductor. Is this the reason why they're doing it besides the fact that, people want to buy it for precious reasons? Gold is an excellent conductor of electricity. Due to its cost, however, it's largely limited to high-end audio and video components and electrical wiring. It does conduct heat and electricity very well. However, copper and silver are better, but gold remains conductive for a longer time. So, if I was going to build a mission and I was going to constantly have vehicles in space and equipment in space, it would make sense that I would fill it with gold because it would be conductive for a longer period of time. Possibly.
Yes, that is true.
Mm-hmm.
But to Josh's little hot moment there, what is this obsession with gold? It's not recent. It's not because of the Kardashians. It's not because, even Liz Taylor and Cleopatra playing Cleopatra filled with gold. It's not that. It actually goes back to lots of ancient cultures. I'm going to read a couple passages from a couple books. Naming one of them, Egyptian Book of the Dead. The Bible, several other texts from all over the world. So, according to the British Museum, the use of gold in mummy masks was connected to the belief that the sun god Ra, with whom the mummy was hoped to united with, had the flesh of pure gold. So the idea that the gods were made of gold internally, so their flesh was gold. That's the whole idea. So they would encase these mummies, they would encase their tombs with gold because they wanted them to be united with gods and goddesses, because if they had gold, then they would be like the gods and goddesses. So we were always thinking that it's because it's the outside, like they had money and they're powerful, but actually what they're saying, the text is saying, is that they're made of flesh of gold. All right, so bear with me on this one, because this is literally from a translation of the Egyptian Book of the Dead, so it has a bunch of yee crap on it.
Oh, I'm excited.
So go ahead and make fun of me. Behold! Okay. Behold, O ye shining ones, ye men and gods, you damned ones, when you behold Osiris, Ani, triumph like onto Horus and adored. Okay, I have to stop laughing. By reason of the crown, you fall upon your faces. Over his foes in heaven above and on earth beneath is the presence of the godlike rulers of all the gods and goddesses in gold. I am the Lord of the red crown, which is on the head of the shining ones, who gives life to mankind from the heat of his mouth, and who delivers Ra, who is gold. Interesting. There's a lot of confusion with why there's all those other words, but basically, gods are made of gold. All right, let's go on to the three wise men. As you know, they were given, the three wise men came and gave three gifts, which was gold, myrrh, and frankincense. Frankincense is kind of it's a scent from the gods. It's supposed to unite you with God. That's the point of frankincense. Myrrh is a essence that's supposed to preserve the body, kind of like what you would do if you were embalming a body. But there's some
it's
other
also
religious
an excellent lubricant.
It's, I guess, an extra
lubricant of the gods. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it works really well.
Gotta keep it slippery. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So frankincense. Smells terrible, but whatever. Let's go on.
Okay. That does sound terrible.
I brought out a jar of myrrh one time on a date, and I don't know where I was going with that story. Sorry. Keep going. That's an inside.
There was an inside reference there to the audience who might not understand that joke, but it's really, really funny.
Yeah.
Sounds a lot worse than coconut oil. We're not going to go into that. Okay, so I just want to read a passage from the Bible. Matthew 2.2. Upon finding the baby Jesus, they bowed down and worshipped him. They opened their treasures, presenting him with gifts of gold and incense and of myrrh. Tradition has it there is a deeper meaning of each of the three. Gold is a symbol of divinity and is mentioned throughout the Bible. Pagan idols were often made from gold, and the Ark of the Covenant was overlaid with gold. Exodus 25:10-17. The gift of gold to the Christ child was symbolic of his divinity, because God in flesh, gold. Also throughout not only Egyptian times, ancient Sumerian, also ancient Irish folklore, some Germanic cultures, they refer to certain beings, possibly gods and goddesses, called the Shining Ones. They appear in many myths and cultures by different names and descriptions, but they're always gods of a creational force of light. They are human, or they are like physical, but they are shining. So, I mean, of course, you'd think, oh, they're covered in gold, but there's something else that they're trying to say. Also, I know we're going to go to this later in the podcast, but if you haven't heard of the Anunnaki, they're apparently an ancient race that lived during Sumerian times. They're supposed to be these gods that landed from another planet, and they came here because their planet blew up, and they were here kind of
mining gold.
Earth. Mining gold is the story. That's also interesting too, because why were they mining gold? So the whole Anunnaki story, which Josh is going to go into, but basically they wanted humans as slaves to mine gold for them. But what do they need the gold for? Is it because they got to get back up into space, or is it for something else?
I like that bling. I like that bling, baby.
Work for that bling. Well, there's another take on that. There's a product that's actually out. There's been a lot of talk about it recently. It's been around for a long time. It's called monatomic gold. And just something about monatomic gold from Richard Gerber, who's an MD, author of Vibrational Medicine. Monatomic gold is a trace mineral complex derived from a natural occurring mineral deposit that provides relatively high levels of monatomic minerals in the body. The modality of these minerals in the body appear to be the solely electromagnetic rather than biochemical. So you're thinking, that's great. Why would I take a supplement of monatomic gold? Well, there could be some other reasons for that you are able then to kind of control your electromagnetic system. As we know, we're all made of electricity, our cells, our bodies, our organs, all running in some kind of electrical current. And that we can increase that electromagnetic energy and therefore become more powerful like the gods, right? The shining ones, gold in the flesh, if you will. So I interviewed somebody who makes monatomic gold because I thought, wow, let's find out about monatomic gold from somebody who's literally studied it from ancient times and then physically makes it. His name is Jerome Martin. His mission is to elevate planetary consciousness and heal the body through natural means. He believes that the body is a divine technology that knows exactly how to heal itself. He co-founded a holistic supplement company called Suspended Solutions with his friend. And he has studied Dr. Masaru Emoto's work. I don't know if you know his work, but he's done a lot of research on water. And he also works